Should marijuana farmers be allowed to operate in residential areas? That's a question Swansea voters will tackle next week at a special town meeting.
As Target 12 consumer investigator Susan Campbell found out, the question over a possible zoning change has prompted a heated debate.
The farmer who's proposing this zoning change says the plan for a marijuana farm on his land has the potential to pump about $500,000 a year in tax revenue into Swansea. But opponents say they have major concerns about how the proposed change could affect the entire town.
I grew up here.
Bill Chadwick's grandfather bought this farm decades ago.
I'm 62 years old. I'm a retired tractor dealer, and I've always kept this, as a more or less as a hobby farm, and I don't want to see this property developed.
But Bill says it's time for him to move on. He wants to lease and eventually sell this land to marijuana farmers.
In the front fields, we plan on putting up 22 temporary greenhouse structures, which are semi-permanent buildings for indoor grow. And then on this piece of ground, my potential buyers are planning to do about an acre to acre and a half, maybe 2 acres of open growing area for seed development.
To do that, Bill needs the town of Swansea to approve a zoning change that would allow marijuana cultivation in an area that's currently zoned for residential use. He gathered more than 200 signatures to force a special town meeting and vote on the issue. But there's also plenty of opposition in town.
I moved here 50 years ago. My land abuts the land in question.
John Vieira doesn't even think the issue should be up for a vote because he questions the validity of the citizens' petition. And he says he and his wife have concerns about the zoning changes and security issues that could happen right in their backyard.
There are pot facilities going up everywhere. I am not against marijuana, but it is not the place to plant marijuana.
A 2/3 majority vote is required to change any zoning laws in town. The town administrator tells me as the proposed change is currently written, any residential property in town could be used to cultivate marijuana. Chadwick says he plans to introduce amendments at Monday's meeting that would restrict growing to properties with at least 5 acres and minimum setbacks. The town administrator says there's no guarantee that the moderator will allow those amendments to be part of the vote. That meeting is scheduled for 7 o'clock Monday night at Case High School. With the Target 12 investigator Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.